Tēnā koe and welcome to my reflection on Standard 3 for my practicum portfolio. Standard 3 was a very big area of growth for me. As you can see on my mawhai, I have Standard Toru down the bottom there. I have 5 points of increased growth, which was really, really awesome. This was mainly due to the professional development I gave with the NAS team, who's our national assessment team. We delivered a 3-series PD session to a special school that I'm in RTV at. It was really huge learning for me. The reason that this artifact was so important, unfortunately I couldn't actually get the PowerPoints that we made, and I was quite unwell at that time. I'd gone through a separation maybe 3 weeks beforehand, and I also lost someone in the Christchurch shooting, so I was kind of hanging on by a thread, and I was like, no, I'll just do this. I'll do the professional development with the NAS team, because that was something that was really important to me. And through being around my colleagues, seeing them take functional assessments, seeing them write a PowerPoint, noticing the key information that they wanted to hand over to the staff and to the teacher aides, it gave me really good clarity around what the role is of an RTV, specifically in a special school. So the implications of this is massive, like in terms of within the school, I have a lot more mana, being able to stand beside, these giants in the education world and national assessment team and blends, and just the content that I was delivering in front of the staff over 3 sessions was at quite a high level. So it gave me I guess I don't necessarily talk to all the people one-on-one and am able to spend that time with them because they're busy in the classroom. So it just gave me that opportunity for them to really know how much I knew about their learners and the strategies associated with that. Also, another area that was quite good was actually delivering professional development to the Ministry of Education and also to some teacher aides. And the artifacts relate, the PowerPoints relate to that, because that's actually me putting the learning into context. So I'm actually having to deliver it, I'm actually teaching it. I guess for me that would be higher order thinking in terms of Bloom's taxonomy. I've created something and then I'm sharing it with my colleagues. So that's quite huge, because I feel like in this area, or even in teaching, specialist teaching, I haven't had the confidence to do that. But now I do feel confident because I've done it 5 times during this practicum, and that was just huge for me. And just to have that confidence now to know what I'm talking about and to be able to deliver that was awesome. In terms of implications for my practice, I now feel a lot more confident talking to parents and being able to just roll off my tongue my role and how I can support them. Also, I feel the same about teachers. I'm happy to provide professional development in staff meetings or to teacher aides. It's just given me a general boost to my confidence about the perimeters of my practice. And then also in terms of how it relates to other areas, it got me thinking about Wigner's, I think it's 2004, Communities of Practice, and how sometimes a social artist can bring together the actual community itself. And I feel like through developing through doing the PD, and I'm quite animated and passionate, and I bring along resources and people get involved, and often I do simulations of what it's like to be blind, and it kind of inspires, like I have that ability to inspire other teachers and to empower other teachers and to give them an experience where they can then make decisions for themselves based on the experience of what it feels like to try and open up your lunchbox when you're blind, and how are you going to undo your glad wrap, and or CVI, like what if your vision changes and you have an anxiety attack. So I just feel like this has made a huge difference to my practice, and apart from the difficult things that happened during the term, I'm grateful that I was able to have all this context-based experience with some really excellent practitioners in my field. So this was a really awesome learning opportunity for me.